Kion's journey eventually led him beyond the borders of his homeland. When a dangerous injury threatened his control of the roar, he was forced to travel to the Tree of Life, a sacred place where ancient healers and guardians lived. This journey marked a turning point in Kion's growth. Away from the Pride Lands, he was no longer the prince or the leader of the Lion Guard. By confronting these fears, he gained clarity and inner balance. He learned that being a guardian was not about carrying the past alone, but about honoring it while creating a future rooted in wisdom and peace. This transformation marked the completion of Kion's origin, shaping him into a leader who understood both power and restraint. When Kion returned to the Pride Lands, he did so not just as Simba's son, but as a guardian forged by experience. The Lion Guard stood stronger than ever, united by trust and purpose. The rise of Kion is a story of destiny fulfilled through growth, friendship, and self-discovery. It shows that greatness is not inherited. As the sun sets over the Pride Lands and the Circle of Life continues, Kion stands watch, a guardian shaped by the past and committed to the future. His roar echoes not as a threat, but as a promise that balance will endure, and that the Pride Lands will always be protected. The story of Kion begins in the heart of the Pride Lands, where the Circle of Life turns beneath a golden sun, and ancient traditions shape every new generation. After Simba reclaimed his throne and balance was restored, the kingdom once again thrived. Life returned to the grasslands, herds moved freely, and Pride Rock stood tall as a symbol of unity and hope. Yet, the Pride Lands had learned a hard lesson. Peace is never permanent without protection. Long before Simba's reign, a special force existed to defend the land from threats beyond its borders. This force was known as the Lion Guard. Its leader was chosen not by strength alone, but by destiny itself. Kion was born as Simba's second-born cub, growing up in the shadow of his father's legacy and his older sister's royal destiny. Unlike Kiara, who was destined to one day rule as queen, Kion's path was uncertain. As a cub, he was playful, curious, and full of questions about the world around him. He loved exploring the Pride Lands, racing through the grass, imagining himself as a hero from the legends he had heard. But Kion often struggled with comparison. He admired his father and looked up to his sister, yet he wondered where he truly belonged. He did not know that the Pride Lands themselves were watching, waiting for the moment his destiny would reveal itself. That moment arrived when danger threatened the kingdom. As Kion stood up to protect others, despite his fear, an ancient power awakened within him. The roar of the elders, a force passed down through generations of Lion Guard leaders, surged through Kion's voice. The roar was not merely a weapon, it was the collective strength and wisdom of lions who had protected the Circle of Life long before Simba's time. This power marked Kion as the new leader of the Lion Guard, binding him to a responsibility far greater than he had ever imagined. Though honored, Kion was also overwhelmed. Tradition dictated that the Lion Guard be composed of the bravest, fastest, strongest, and keenest of sight from across the Pride Lands. Kion chose his friends not based on status, but on character. Bunga's fearless heart, Fully's unmatched speed, Best's gentle strength and Ono's sharp vision came together to form a team unlike any before it. They were different in every way, yet united by loyalty and trust. Together, they learned that true power comes from teamwork, not dominance. As the Lion Guard began its duty, Kion quickly realized that protecting the Pride Lands meant facing dangers both external and internal. Predators tested the borders, ancient grudges resurfaced, and natural disasters threatened balance. This mission forced Kion to grow, teaching him that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. He made mistakes, doubted himself, and sometimes questioned whether he was worthy of the roar. Yet, with every failure came a lesson. And with every lesson came growth. The greatest shadow over Kion's journey was the lingering legacy of Scar. Though Scar was defeated, his influence had not completely vanished. His spirit, fueled by resentment and dark ambition, sought to reclaim control by manipulating those who felt overlooked or angry. Scar targeted Kion precisely because he was young and uncertain, hoping to twist the roar of the Elders into a weapon of destruction. Through visions and whispers, Scar attempted to convince Kion that power was meant to be used for control, not protection. This internal struggle became Kion's greatest test. The roar responded not only to strength, but to the heart of its bearer. When Kion allowed anger or fear to guide him, the power became unstable, reminding him that leadership without balance leads to ruin. Guided by his friends, Rafiki's wisdom, and the echoes of past Lion Guard leaders, Kion learned that the roar was not meant to dominate others, but to defend life itself. By rejecting Scar's influence, Kion proved that destiny does not define character. Choices do. As time passed, Kion matured into a true guardian of the Pride Lands. His confidence grew, not from pride, but from understanding his role in the circle of life. He learned to listen before acting, to value every voice on his team, and to see strength and compassion. The Lion Guard became a symbol of unity, showing that leadership could come from cooperation across species, not just royal bloodlines. Holiday. Under Kion's guidance, the Pride Lands faced each challenge with resilience and hope.